All right, fellas, we're back coming at you now. Week 4, 30 Dozen Fantasy Football League. That's your commish, Leak Rose, coming at you with a quick wrap up, wrap up. The music is wrapped up. Quick wrap up of week 3, going into week 4 with the week 4 preview. A lot of stuff to get into. We are going into the bye weeks now. Now we're going to see who the real GMs and coaches are, guys that know who to sit down, who to start, who to plug and play, who to drop at this point. Being as though we start our playoffs in the regular season, we are at just before actually going into week 4, we're at the quarter way of the season, but we're a little past the quarter way of the season since we start our playoffs, I think, in week 13. So I want to give you a quick, kind of like a quarterly update here. Dirty Dozen Fantasy Football League. A lot of stuff going on as I check league pages. We have in Division 1, the Team Takeover. That's the man smiling with 2 thumbs. 3-0 right now. The only undefeated team in the league. And I told you, brothers, I was going to wreck shop this year. David Lardari and the Jersey Thongs coming for my championship, chump. You got lucky in the finals because all my guys were injured. Well, just not playing last year. That's not going to happen again, chump. Anyway, 3-0, leading the league. Built, not bought, with a strong team. I don't know. He said he made a trade this week, but I didn't get an email about it. I don't know if any of you got an email about it or not. I would have definitely voted to veto that, John, because I'm just going to hate on Sam all the time because he's Cowboy fan number 1, but he's always going to be miserable because he has Jerry Jones as his president, GM, and owner, and he's vowed to never give up any of those titles, which promises the Dallas Cowboys to a lifelong list, I guess, just of mediocrity. Anyway, built not bought 2-1, and the rest of Division 1 not doing their job, man. 1-2, everybody 33% win percentage. Team Bust Your Ass has been getting his ass bust. The Tro has been making people tro up. Team Fantastic, playing like thin plastic. I love saying that, even though I've used it before, but it's kind of funny. The Pension Plan, cool name, but your game is terrible. 1-2, not scoring any points. Division 2, this is actually the father and son league. I'm in the lead in Division 1, and my pops, Dirty H2O Eagles. Name is kind of hard to say, but he's in first place in Division 2, sitting at 2-1 right now. Brooklyn Boy, actually it's a tie, 3-way tie for first place in Division 2. The Brooklyn Boys, Dirty Eagles, and Mr. Mojo Rising. I want my mojo back. That's a great movie there, Austin Powers. But anyway, all those teams 2-1. The Gridiron Gangsters, strong roster, very strong roster. Shouldn't be sitting at 1-2, Carlisle. Sounds like bad coaching to me. Team Brongola all over the world, over in China, eating Pringles, cup of noodles, and maybe some rice for the last couple of weeks. He's 1-2, really been neglecting his team. I think the commissioner is probably going to have to look to make you sell that team, kind of like Donald Sterling. And the Jersey Throng, the defending champion, sitting at 1-2, out of the gates a little bit slow. Actually, before we get going, I got to bring you guys up to speed on some things. We're into the bye week, so definitely keep managing your rosters, man. Lots of stuff going to be going on there, but also a lot of guys have injured guys. The NFL players have been just riddled with injuries this year, but we have 2 injured reserve slots on our on each roster. So if you have a guy that's out, definitely use that injured reserve slot. Put a guy in the injured reserve slot and pick up somebody or something off the waiver wire. Because if there's ever the case of a tie in a game, the tiebreaker, the first tiebreaker, is bench points. It's bench points, so it's really important that you guys just manage your rosters with that in mind. You can pick somebody up, drop them again, but definitely stay involved, as most of you are. I mean, almost all of you are. So that's one thing I really appreciate. Makes the league more fun. And I'm also going to make a GroupMe page. I'm going to send out the GroupMe page for everybody. It's on your phones. It's basically text messaging, and guys can put guys on the waiver wire or talk trash, which is always good. If you don't want to be on the GroupMe chat, you can silence it. You can leave the group. But if you silence it, you won't get the text. It won't like blow up your phone. You can always turn it back on, and if you want to participate in any of the conversations. But I'm going to make a GroupMe chat for everybody. That's really about it. So we did we're going to do a week 3 review scoreboard. We're going to go through week 3 quickly and then do a quick week 4 preview and be done. As I said, Team Takeover. I am definitely kicking butt and taking names. 139-95 over Team fantastic. My man Mike Finley might have the smoothest jumper in the world in the league, but definitely needs to get his game together. He was led by Peyton Manning, 26.9 points. Not enough as Nick Foles slapped everybody with 35 points, leading Team Takeover to the victory. Team Bust Your Ass, 117, losing. Got his behind bus to Built Not Bought. Very close game, 119 to 117.4. Definitely could have been a tiebreaker. I think Nelson actually with Team Bust Your Ass is one of the guys that has someone injured and could have made use of the injured reserve slot. So definitely keep that in mind going forward, fellas. Team Brungola, all the way from China, managing his team remotely, 112 to 109 over. Actually, he took out Dirty Eagles. Quakertown's finest, Harold Johnson, my pops, took him out of the undefeated category. So I thank Team Brungola for that, because now this guy with 2 thumbs and smiling is the only undefeated team in the league. And I'm looking to stay that way in week 4. The Tro Up got smashed by the pension plan. They whooped out all their AARP cards, canes and everything, Jello, medicine, all that stuff, and opened up a can on the Tro, 122 to 90. Pension plan was led by Marshawn Lynch, 25 points almost. Andrew Luck in a monster game, 43.5, beat up on all the old people he could find, but it wasn't enough as the Tro went down swinging by 32 points. Jersey Thong, as I said, the defending champion, gets into the win column after starting out 0-2 by beating up on the Brooklyn. These must be like the Brooklyn babies, not the Brooklyn boys. 110 to 57. Almost doubled them up, man. That's bad, man. I mean, that's like a 10-point penalty going into week 4, Derek. Come on, man. I know you running things in the financial world. You over there in Italy with, not Italy and Europe with all the euros and all the LIBOR stuff, and you're forecasting this and forecasting that. But forecast your team, man. 57 points, man. I think half the homeless people in New York got more change than that in their pocket, man. Jeez. You know it's bad when the Dolphins. Okay, I was about to say the Dolphins were the leading scorer for Jersey Throng, and I don't know how that happened, but leading scorer for Brooklyn was the Bengals at 18 points. That's bad, man. Anyway, Team Mojo Rising, trainer extraordinaire for the Spurs, my man Will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7ing, beat up on the Gridiron Pranksters. Carlisle, my man Carlisle is like a fantasy sports god too, but he's not starting out well, man. 1-1 goes to 1-2, 114 to 103. Team Mojo Rising. Good thing you got beat up by a trainer, because he's versed in all the health and the rehab stuff. He probably beat you down and then nursed you back to health. You could use that. The Bears defense, still going with the Bears D. 27 points leading Team 7ing. And the Chiefs defense, 28 points, led Gridiron Gangsters, Pranksters, Wanksters in the loss, 114 to 103. Week 4, we have, guys, really quickly, the Tro, all the way from Chicago, travels to Philadelphia to take on Team Takeover. That's going to be the all trash talk game. Definitely going to need the group me chat for that. The Pension Plan takes on Built Not Bought. San Antonio Spurs greatest player ever playing against the San Antonio Spurs biggest fan. Brooklyn Boys traveling to, we'll call it Stone Oak, San Antonio, all the way from Brooklyn to take on Team Mojo Rising. We got Team Thin Plastic in Dallas by way of Chicago, taking on New Rochelle's finest team, Bust Your Ass and Nelson Boyce. Got to get some work done there. Team Brungola, wherever he is in the world, is going to be taking on Jersey Throng. In Jersey, I think he lives in West New York or whatever, 2 blocks down from Jersey, but we all get it. He's the champ, so he gets to say where he's from for now, until I get my throne back. But anyway, the Dirty H2O Eagles, all the way from Quakertown, the fresh food farms of Quakertowns, taking on the Gridiron Gangsters. And that's New Rochelle, I believe, also, or right up there by New Rochelle. My man Carlisle Peak, recently of the Donut Peak franchise, opened up a donut shop in New York, in Harlem, doing big things, is my man Carlisle. He too is on that international finance scene or whatever. Thinks he's fly because he's all over the world forecasting on things, and he got his all of them got their courtside seats in New York, the season ticket plan and all that. That's okay. Nobody want to see the triangle up and close and personal like that anyway. But You need to get in the win column, brother. Get back in the win column, because you fall too far behind, you're not going to be able to catch me. So that's week 4, fellas. Definitely, as always, stay tuned, stay into the league. I really appreciate it. It makes it a lot of fun. Going to, like I said, start that group me chat up. You guys can participate with the trash talk or putting guys on a waiver wire or just, dialogue between the teams. But if it gets to be too much and you don't want to be a part of it, you can mute it where it doesn't even bother your phone, or you can just leave the chat. Doesn't make a difference, but me being the great commissioner that I am, I'm going to put everybody in it so they can participate and make some trades. A lot of guys need to make some moves. And who knows, one of these unsavvy GMs may have a fire sale, and I'll have to clean up. So that's it, fellas. The 30 Dozen Fantasy Football League going into week 4. Thank you for your participation. I'll holla at you.